So hi guys, in this tutorial I will teach you how to add algebraic expressions. Algebraic expressions is pretty easy and I think everyone can learn it, and I believe that you should learn it as well. So let's start. So the basic thing here is that you just basically need to add simple terms. So in this example I will add this two this binomials. So basically x plus x is equal to 2x, and next would be b, that's b, that's b plus minus b, that would be 0, because b minus b is equal to 0. So the answer would be 2x. So next, this problem. So this problem consists of two equations, or what we basically two binomials. So let's add these two expressions. So basically 9x squared plus 7x squared, and since we cannot add these two terms, we'll just leave it as it is. So 9x squared plus 7x squared, that would be 16x squared. So the final answer would be 16x squared plus bx minus b. That's your final answer. So next, in this problem, we are given two binomials again, and the given is 9x cubed plus x plus 7x squared plus 1x cubed. So as it is, add similar terms. So 9x squared plus 1x squared, that would be 10x cubed. And since we cannot add these two terms, let's just leave it as it is. So the final answer would be 10x cubed plus 7x squared plus x. That's your final answer. So in this term, we are given one binomial and one trinomial, and in order to solve this, you need to also point out of this thing a negative sign outside of the parentheses. But I'll give you can pause the video and you can solve it on your own. So yeah, let's solve it. So as it is, we are given 10a and negative 8a. So those are similar terms, but we are given a negative. So since we are given a negative, we need to distribute this symbol or this sign to all of the terms. So the output would be negative 7ab, negative 3a squared, and positive 8a. And yeah, we can basically add all of this. So 10a plus 8a, I'll just make it simpler. So 10a plus 8a, that would be 18a. And since there is no more similar terms here, let's just leave it as it is. So the final answer would be negative 3a squared plus 18a plus b and negative 7ab. That's the final answer. Or it can be negative 3a squared plus 18a minus 7ab plus b. But either way, those two are basically the same. So let's move on. So these are the next examples. You can pause the video and you can solve it on your own. So let's answer it. So 7x cubed plus 7x cubed, that's the same term basically. They have the same number of exponent and they have the same variable. So let's just add it. So 14x cubed, and there's furthermore there's more terms in the problem. So let's just add it. So 13a plus b negative 15zy. So that's your final answer. So next, you're given here 15x cubed plus 14x to the power of 5 minus negative 7xy plus 15ab. So as we've seen here earlier, we are given a negative symbol again. So we just distribute it again to each of the term. So the final answer would be positive 7xy negative 15ab. And furthermore, let's just bring down these two terms. So 14xb plus 15x cubed. That's the final answer you can have. And next, here given negative 7ab cubed plus 14ab cubed minus y plus 3. So since we're given here two similar terms with the same variable and same number of exponent, so we just basically add the two or combine the two. So the final would be 7ab cubed, because 14 minus 7, that would be 7ab cubed. And here, what I've said earlier, distribute the negative symbol, so that would be negative y and negative y and negative 3. So the final answer would be 7ab cubed and negative y and negative 3. So we have 3 more examples here, and you can pause the video so you can solve it on your own. So here we are given 138x to the power of 8 plus 15xy plus parentheses 16xy plus 15b minus 180. So first things first, we need to find the similar terms. So that would be 15xy and 16xy. And furthermore, there were no more in the problem there are no more similar terms. So what we can do is just bring it down. 138x8, or to the power of 8, sorry, plus 15xy plus 16xy plus 15b minus 18. So the final answer would be, let me erase the, wait. The final answer would be 31xy. So 138x to the power of 8 plus 31xy plus 15b and minus 180. That's your final answer over there. And next would be 170 plus 180, 180b cubed plus 140xy minus 150x squared. So what can we observe here is that there is no there's no similar terms at all. So let's just bring it down and arrange it to the proper format. So 180b cubed minus 150x squared, 140 xy and plus 170. So in arranging in arranging your answer, it should be by the number of exponents. It should be the size or the number who has the higher number of exponents. So basically the higher exponent, the highest exponent, or basically the degree of the term of your answer would be in the first one, and then second is your maybe your lower term, which has a lower value of the exponents. And next here is that 160x cubed plus 170x squared plus 17x cubed minus b cubed. So since we're given here two similar terms, 160x cubed plus 17x cubed, we can just basically add it. So 160 plus 17, that would be 177. And since we're given no similar more terms, so we can just basically bring it down. Plus 170x squared minus b3. That's your final answer over there. So another 3 more examples, basically the last 3 examples. So here we are given negative 190xy, 180xy, and negative parentheses 170xy, and plus 14xy. So all of the terms have similar terms and similar variables, and the final answer would be, if we add all of that up, so that would be negative 166 xy. Oh, sorry. It's negative 166 xy. That's your final answer over there. So next, here we are given negative 770 xy squared plus 150 xy minus parenthesis 705 xy plus 15b. So here we have a negative symbol or a minus sign. So we need to distribute it again. So that would be negative 705 xy minus 15b. And since we don't have any similar terms, so we just basically leave it as it is. So that's your final answer. Your final answer would be negative 70 xy squared plus 150 xy minus 705x minus 15b. So here we have the last one. So 150 xy plus 180 xy minus, this is a minus sign, sorry, this is a minus sign, minus 160 squared minus 160 squared, sorry, xy cubed plus 130. So since we have the same term, we just basically add it, so that would add up to 330 xy. If then next, distribute the negative sign, so that would be also, I forgot to mention there's a squared here, so you need to square the 160 though. That let me check. Negative, that would be negative 25,600 xy cubed plus 130. So that's basically the final answer, or in an arranged format you can say, wait, let me move the screen. Arranged format, you can say negative 25,600 xy cubed plus 330 xy plus 130. So that's your final answer. Let me fix it. That's your final answer. And thank you for watching this video, and I wish you learned something in this lesson, and see you guys for more videos. Bye bye.